or Paul Lynde, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here is the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you, Kenny Williams. A very good evening. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars.
Hello, Peter.
We have a bunch of the pretty people with us this evening. Hugh O'Brien.
Hello, Peter.
Star of Search.
Having a lot of fun searching around, too.
Yeah. Amanda Blake is back with us, and that's always nice.
Thank you, Pete.
You still have a show on television, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah, last time we looked. And our dear friend Joey Bishop. Doc Severinsen, we haven't seen you, and it's a lovely, nice thing that you're going to be with us this evening.
You think it's easy?
And we have Karen, Paul, Sandra Dee, Harvey Korman from the Carol Burnett Show. And our Miss Circle, we welcome Martha Palmer. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares, Martha Palmer. Martha comes to us from Topeka, Kansas. She has been married for 37 years. They have 2 children, 4 grandchildren. She enjoys life completely. Well, good for you, and good luck this evening. Our Mr. X is Don Hogan. Don, welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Mr. Hogan is a basketball coach. He is married to a speech therapist, 2 daughters. The family enjoys camping, outdoor sports. Good for you. The same amount of luck. We'll have a commercial word or two. We'll return and play a secret square game worth over $2,700 after this.
I wouldn't do that.
Pay the check?
No, I wouldn't use that single miles credit card.
Hey, aren't you?
Shh. I'm researching a role. Today's special, the Capital One Venture Card.
You earn double miles on every purchase.
Impressive.
Chalk is a lost medium. If you're not earning double miles,
You're settling.
And our first 2 games, they play a secret square. And in the first game, we have what, sir?
And the Circle starts the Secret Square game, which includes the caloric self-cleaning gas range. Even upper oven panels can be cleaned automatically by putting them in the lower oven. Clean, modern design food tastes distinctly better. Save hours of work with your caloric gas range. And Rice-A-Roni, the big flavor side dish that's so quick, so easy. Rice-A-Roni, the one you saute and simmer to perfection. Try Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. And from Levitt's Warehouse Showroom, this magnificent Bernhardt French 7-piece dining room group. You'll love it at Levitt's, one of the world's largest sellers of famous brand furniture coast to coast. And Snickers Munch Peanut Brittle, great peanut brittle candy. A fistful of peanuts and munchy golden candy. Snickers Munch Peanut Brittle. And Maslin's Inner Circle carpeting in a subtle swirling pattern made of Cumulaf nylon from...
Good luck, dear. Pick a star.
Wally Cox.
True or false, my friend? While a healthy dog's nose should feel cool to the touch, a healthy cat's nose should be warm.
In their chosen roles as more or less opposites in this world of ours. That is true.
He said it's true.
I'll agree.
No, it's false. The cats should feel cool also. And what did you say, Martha?
Nothing.
Nothing. I thought I heard a darn there. We put an X there. Don, it's your turn.
Harvey Korman.
What would a Spaniard keep in his bota? B-O-T-A, in his bota?
Is B-O-T-A?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, he would keep his coins.
Coins.
I disagree.
It's No, it's wine. A bota is a wine skin, in fact, Harvey. 1 for 1. Martha, go right ahead.
Karen Valentine, please.
Karen Valentine with her pretty flowers up there. Oh.
Yes.
Say, Charlie Smith of Bartow, Florida, made the news recently because he's #1 on a list being kept by the federal government. What list?
Well, I read this, and it's because he's #1. I mean, he even wrote the paper a letter when it was announced. He's the #1 wanted criminal. And he even wrote a letter saying, thank you for making me #1 finally, and they still can't find him.
Martha?
I disagree.
Good.
It's a lovely story, though. No. A list of Americans over 100. I read the article. Charlie is the eldest. He's 130 years of age, and he drinks and smokes and lives it up. I read the story. With a circle, and Don, it's your turn. Secret Square game.
Sandra Dee.
Sandra, one of the following actors posed for a nude centerfold in Cosmopolitan magazine, but was rejected. Now, was it Hugh O'Brien, James Coburn, or Doc Severinsen?
Oh, that's a terrible thing to do to me. Hugh O'Brien, Doc Severinsen,
and James Coburn was rejected.
Oh, sorry, Hugh. I think it was Hugh O'Brien.
Hugh O'Brien.
Sorry.
I disagree.
No, it was James something about his small hands. I don't know what. Well, we have an X there. And Martha, it's your turn. Go right ahead, Martha.
All right, Hugh O'Brien, please.
Cue the block here. Can crossing your knees cause varicose veins?
I beg your pardon?
Can crossing your knees cause varicose veins?
Well, I never cross mine. Crossing your knees?
Yes. In other words, you take your leg, you
Cross your
cross
legs,
your legs
you
and
mean,
your knees, you cross the knee over the
Oh,
other.
yes, definitely. I almost married one like that.
Martha, you said yes, it can.
I agree.
It certainly can. With a block. And Don, your turn. Secret Square game.
Doc Severinsen, please.
I would have thought it would be Doc. That's who I thought this. That shows you how much I know. Say, in our world of men's fashions, is seersucker in or out? Seersucker.
Is seersucker in or out? Well, I don't know. Frankly, I lean to the silks and the chiffons myself. No, I think that seersucker is definitely a no-no.
He said it's out.
I'll agree.
It's in again now. Seersucker is in. We put a circle there. Interesting game going. Martha?
Not by me, it's not.
Amanda Blake, please.
That is it. Secret Square. Miss Kitty, I want you to listen carefully here. We have a special envelope. When Teddy Roosevelt was elected president in 1904, he ran as a Republican. But when he ran again in 1912 and lost, he was the nominee of a different party. Now, was it the Democratic Party, the Socialist Party, or the Bull Moose Party?
Could you run through that again?
Sure. When he was a nominee in 1912 and lost, was he the nominee of a different? Was he a nominee of the Democratic, Socialist, or Bull Moose Party?
Democratic Party.
I disagree.
What would you have said?
Bull Moose.
It is Bull Moose, Martha. Good for you. There you go. So, Martha Palmer, you have won the range, the dining room set, the carpeting. Visitors to St. Peter's who wear miniskirts, shorts, or see-through blouses. But there is one condition, Paul. What?
They must swear they're all Protestant. They can get in that way. Whistles.
There's one condition. They're allowed now to wear miniskirts, shorts, or see-through blouses, but there is one condition. What?
Their heads must be covered.
Their heads must be covered.
I agree.
No. They must put on long robes before entering the church. And so we go back here to Don. We can't put an X there. You'll have to earn that yourself. Back to you, Paul. Can an airline stewardess get pregnant and remain a stewardess?
They're allowed to be married now, and I think they're allowed to be 60 years old, pregnant. I know that they would not be allowed to fly while they're pregnant. I don't think they could be, no.
He said no.
I'll agree with that.
It's yes. Regulations have been changed by the law. And so we go back to Paul Lynde. Martha, a break for you. Let's see if it works. Paul, listen carefully. When Laurie Lee Schaefer went through with it, she gave it to Terry Ann Mewson. What was it?
Oh, Hugh O'Brien. When who did?
When Laurie Lee Schaefer was through with it, she gave it to Terry Ann Mewson. What was it?
Oh, her skating crown.
Her skating crown.
I agree.
No. Her Miss America crown. That's our new Miss America from Wisconsin. Back to Paul Lynde, Don.
All right.
This is for our next $250. Hey, Paul, listen, you've got your own show. What do you need two for? What is this? See, according to Joan Crawford, the greatest beauty treatment is hard. What?
Hard cider.
I'm sorry, Paul. I stepped right on your line there. But according to Joan, the greatest beauty treatment is hard. Hard what?
Hard. I would say there's no harder thing than exercise.
Exercise.
I'll try. I disagree.
You try and you disagree. Good for you. It's work. We can't say exercise. Work. Hard work with the next $250. Began to do something. What was it?
Yes. First, let me point out that I disagree with everything that Kenny Williams just said. He found a number of blackbirds. 24 to be exact.
Well, the birds began to do something when the pie was opened. What did they begin to do?
And they sang.
They sang.
I'll agree.
That is right. You have a good start with an X, and we have this commercial word or two. Types. Types of what?
Touring, racing, and bananas?
Touring, racing, and banana are three types. Types of what?
Touring, racing, and bananas. Of course. I would say they are types of harness racing horses.
Horses? Harness racing horses?
I agree.
No. They are bicycle seats. With an X. Don, your turn.
I'm going to go shopping.
You're going to go shopping for that secret square?
Yeah. Doc Severinsen.
All righty.
Right on.
Johnny Carson jokes a lot, Doc, about his early life in Nebraska. We all know that. But in what state was he really born, Johnny Carson?
Well, I can't kid about that. He was really born in the state of Iowa, in Corning, Iowa.
I'll agree.
That's it. Very good. And you have the X. He's not going to kid about that. Martha?
Joy Bishop, please.
According to the popular song, If Ever I Would Leave You, if I wouldn't leave you in springtime, summer, winter, or fall, then when would I leave you?
It's a song that was written in California, and it was written, dedicated to the premise, I will leave you as soon as the cockamamie community property settlement is banished. This one. Never at all.
Never at all.
The rest of the lyric.
I agree.
If ever I should leave. That's it, yes. So you have the block. And Don? He's shopping around for that secret square.
Sandra Dee.
Nope. If you see a car license plate that says, The Land of Enchantment on it, where is it from?
Smog-free Arizona.
Arizona.
I disagree.
No, it's New Mexico. You take a left from
Smog-free
Arizona.
too.
Smog-free New Mexico. Martha?
Hugh O'Brien, please.
Hugh O'Brien, not the secret square, for the block. According to a recent study at Cambridge University, who is more apt to cheat on his wife? The hard-working executive or one of his employees?
Cheat on the executive's wife?
No. No, just cheat in general on his wife. The hard-working executive or one of his employees?
It's a fact that the executives cheat much more than the blue-collar worker or the average working man.
I disagree.
No, it is the executive. Yes, we can't put an X there. Now, Don, we know that Hugh is not the secret square. It's either Karen, Paul, or Amanda. Are you still going shopping?
Yep. Karen Valentine.
That's it. And that was it all the time, Don.
Yeah, I get
Okay, $3,300 right here in this envelope. Listen
That'll
carefully,
teach
love.
you to go shopping, honey.
But look what I came up with.
Say Marlon Brando
Yes.
and Charles Boyer played the same famous historical character in two different films. Now, was it Julius Caesar, Alexander Hamilton, or Napoleon Bonaparte?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
I'll repeat it once more, Don. Marlon Brando and Charles Boyer played the same famous historical character in two different films. Was it Julius Caesar, Alexander Hamilton, or Napoleon Bonaparte? Karen said Napoleon Bonaparte.
I'll agree.
The films were Desiree and Conquest, and it was Napoleon Bonaparte.